pitmaster. Now, it's something that is kind of growing in the just on the outskirts of Trinidad and Tobago, happening very, very quietly. Some of the foodies, they've been going and sampling smoked meats all around the country. But it's happening, bubbling nicely, and I think it's just waiting to explode. But I have one of the pitmasters here who has really kind of studied it, he's traveled, he's come back, he's tried it, sampling, doing some good stuff. His name is Roger Ougrah. I got that pronunciation correct, Roger?
Yes, you did.
And he is one of our very own pitmasters here in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm smiling and happy only because it's a meat show, and Roger has brought this baby here. So this baby here is going to probably be explained and sampled by Roger. Roger, this looks like brisket.
It is brisket.
It is brisket.
Yes.
Tell me. So first of all, give me a little bit of your story because you called me. You said, hey, you're doing some smoked meats down in South, and you kind of you wanted to get it sampled out and doing a little experimenting with the meats, correct?
Correct. First of all, that I've grown to love smoking meat.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing you need in smoking meat is love. And if you don't love what you do, you just can't smoke meat.
Yeah.
For example, I spent 14 hours behind this.
This one piece here.
Just one piece here.
Yeah.
And then it's now resting for 12 hours. That's another part of it.
And if that doesn't happen, the entire meat is spoiled, basically. You won't get
Correct.
that kind of nice, juicy, smoky flavor that you're looking for.
That's correct. Because I know smoking meats is not so popular in Trinidad. We do barbecuing, which is really grilling.
Yes.
Searing meat on a grill, all right? This is a different process altogether. I copied the Texas style, so I went to Texas, tasted some of the top pitmasters' hands there, and came back and continued doing this. In Texas, brisket is king.
Yeah.
That's how they class it. So brisket would rank first, then ribs. You come down to maybe turkey.
Right.
Some people do chicken. Not so popular sometimes in some of the top places. And they will do sausages as well.
But there's something special about the smokiness, the smoke flavor that is attached to the meat when it's done properly and done right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as you just said, it's done. It has to be done properly.
Let's go through this because anybody seeing this and don't know what they're looking at would say the pitmaster burned the meat. Yeah, it just looks burnt and charred and very ugly.
A lot of people in Trinidad would probably taste smoke herring. So that's one of the closest things that they would have to something being smoked.
All right.
And that will have a very acrid taste.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's because of the process that's being used. Okay? The process with respect to smoking meat, for me, and what I learned from the pitmasters, would be burning clean fires. And you barely get smoke coming out of the smokestack. What you actually get is the heat coming out. And that's when you're burning a really clean fire. So if you think you were getting white, billowy smoke coming out, we don't want that. That's what gives you the bad taste. So what we had to harness is good fire management and burning the right wood as well, because wood that wouldn't give you very pungent taste.
Right.
In the end. Okay? So therefore, this goes through a number of hours. The smoke starts to get absorbed into the meat, penetrates the meat. Eventually you get a red ring around it. That's not blood. That's actually the smoke ring. It is the reaction of the smoke as well as the myoglobin in the meat. And it creates that. So, are you ready to cut?
Please, sir.
Okay. Right, so the brisket is made up of two parts. We have the point and the flat. This part that comes down a little bit flat.
Right.
I assume that's why they call it a flat.
Right.
So they are both connected together. There's a layer of fat in between, and there was lots of fat on top of this, and we rendered this down. So this bad boy was probably about that size.
Right,
and
yes.
over the
smoking
process and drying the water, that's what happens to it. Okay? So basically what we do, we cut down the center here. All right. And if you see what goes on there. So that's where you get your smoke ring being developed.
Nice.
There.
Yeah.
All right. So we cut them differently, okay, because of how the muscles itself run. So the point we will cut this way, or that way, right? Sorry, flat. And the point, we cut it down the center like this. So these will be cut that way.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So you're ready for a taste?
Please, sir. Yeah. Wow.
All right. Tell me all that you're tasting.
But before that, you don't even need teeth. Yeah, it literally melts on your tongue, and the smoke hits the back of your palate. You taste the smoke, and the meat is so flavorful and tender. And as you say, I probably don't even need this knife. It really is so tender.
What you need to do, you do it this way, you know. And, what we
And just pull it apart. Yeah,
that's just called the pull test.
That's the pull test.
That's the pull test.
We're gonna put together a quick sandwich.
Yes. So you can do the honors and cut in the bread.
Why are we doing that though? Is it that you are going to try to start to do this on a professional basis? Is that the objective? I mean, you've done this, you experimented at home. What's going to happen now?
Yes. So going forward, I need to continue all the research that I've been doing, perfecting it, and getting it better and better and better. Acquire the better smokers as well.
Right.
Yeah, so eventually what might happen is that get the smokers, get a place all set up, and we start smoking meat for the public.
So I'll pull it apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I brought some coleslaw.
Yeah, you could top that with coleslaw, and we also have some pickled onions.
Some pickles, some
Right?
pickled
It
onions.
goes really good with that because you get the umami flavors coming out with the vinegar of the pickled onions, and the coleslaw is there to warm up your senses a bit. All right.
Wait! I forgot the sauces. The original barbecue sauce.
Yes, we did
Talk to me
sauce
about the
because we are in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. Because in Texas they probably don't use these sauces.
But if you use sauces, the pitmasters think you're insulting them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's basically no sauce required.
Yeah.
Right? So we have two sauces. We have this original barbecue sauce made in a traditional way with our twist on it, and we also have a Carolina sauce, right? That's more vinegar based. So hence you see the lighter color on it, okay? But again, we can't put too much vinegar because some people may not like that.
May not like that.
Okay? So, good luck.
Brother, just before we take a bite out,
Yeah.
this is Olde's Smoke Station.
Yes.
You can follow on social media, Instagram, Facebook, if you like, and find out when this pitmaster is actually going to be sharing all these wonderful meats with you here in Sweet TNT. Yeah?
Correct.
Olde's Smoke Station. I want to thank Roger for coming down, and thank you for all the research you've done and bringing this smoked meat to the country. This is something that I think is bubbling nicely and will only get better and better as we go along as a
Certainly.
foodie society in this country.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Roger.
You're welcome.